You know that feeling, right? When you open your email and it's just completely out of control. It's overwhelming, it slows everything down, and it's just total chaos. But what if I told you the exact same thing could be happening inside your body? Well, in this explainer, we are going to break down an anti-inflammatory protocol that's all about getting your body to that amazing, satisfying state of inbox zero.
So just think about it for a second. Do you ever feel kind of sluggish, maybe a little cluttered on the inside? That feeling of being totally overwhelmed isn't just for our digital lives. Your body can build up something called an inflammatory burden, which is pretty much the biological version of thousands of unread emails just clogging up the whole system.
And this quote from our source material just nails it. When your system is overloaded with this inflammatory burden, things just don't run the way they're supposed to. It's like a system-wide traffic jam that can mess with everything from your gut all the way to your hair. So the big question is, how do we start hitting delete on all those emails and clear out the clutter?
Well, you'll be happy to hear that the approach is actually surprisingly simple. It's a two-part cleanup crew, designed to tackle that internal clutter head-on. Let's dig into how it works. The whole thing really boils down to these two powerful actions: detoxify and remove. So first, you help your body's natural systems find and process all that junk mail. And then, and this is key, you make sure that junk mail actually gets taken out with the trash and doesn't just get moved to another folder. So let's look at the first tool for the job.
Okay, so for that first step, detoxify, we're looking at a specific tea. You can think of this as the software you install that runs in the background, flagging and sorting all those unwanted emails and getting them ready for deletion.
Now, the real magic here is in this specific combination of natural ingredients. We're talking about burdock root, dandelion root, and licorice. And these weren't just picked out of a hat. Each one has a very specific job to do in helping your body's cleanup process.
So what's their main gig? Well, this blind is designed to support the heavy lifters of your body's detox system, your liver and your kidneys. It's like giving these super important organs an extra helping hand, which makes the whole process of sorting through that cluttered inbox way more efficient. But as we all know, just sorting your emails is only half the battle.
And that brings us to the second and absolutely critical tool in this protocol, the chelation clay. Look, if the tea is what sorts the junk mail, the clay is the giant empty trash button that makes sure it is gone for good. This is the remove step in action, and you can't skip it.
Now, to really get how the clay works, we gotta understand this one key term, chelate. It sounds super scientific, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Chelation is just the process where one substance grabs onto another, in this case, things you don't want, like metabolic byproducts or environmental chemicals, and it holds on tight, escorting them all the way out of your system. It's basically a bouncer for your gut.
And this right here shows you exactly why that bouncer is so important. See, without the clay, all those toxins your liver and kidneys work so hard to filter out can get dumped into your intestines only to get reabsorbed right back into your system. It's a vicious cycle. But with the chelation clay, those chemicals get locked up, bound, and safely removed. It breaks that cycle for good.
So after all that cleaning and clearing, what's the end game? What's the benefit? Well, it's all about achieving that inbox zero feeling in your health, a state where your body isn't weighed down by all this unnecessary junk and can finally, function at its best.
And really, at the end of the day, this is the whole point. The entire purpose of this protocol is to lower that inflammatory burden. By systematically detoxifying and then removing these excess chemicals, you're literally taking a huge weight off your body's shoulders.
And it's pretty simple. When your system is less burdened, it just works better. The source material points to some really tangible benefits from this, specifically supporting better gut health and even hair health. It's just a powerful reminder of how connected everything in our body is. You clear the internal noise, and the whole system starts to thrive.
So look, your body is constantly sending you signals. The real question is whether you're able to hear them through all the static. So take a second and think about your own internal inbox. Are you ready to clear the noise?